Well, thanks for asking. Things are going great. So update, I am out in the last field that we have for tillage, and going to complete that. And if you're wondering, hey, how come you're missing a few feet there? It's because the 5-shank ripper was out here a few weeks ago when it was so terribly muddy, and we just pulled out and said, nope, we're gonna wait till cold weather comes and frost to freeze up a little bit on the top, a few inches of frost, and then we'll go out and we'll finish it. So that is why this is all kind of streaky looking. I have been over there and filled in the spots that needed to be filled in, but there's some overlap because I've got the 7-shank ripper and he had the 5-shank ripper, so there's a little overlap and messing around. Well, anyway, that is what it is, but things are working pretty good. Had a little bit of snow last night, which I don't think was forecast, which is not abnormal to not have it do what it's supposed to do, or to have it do what it's not supposed to do. Whatever, you know what I mean. Yeah, things are going good. The sun came out for literally, I don't know, 10 minutes, and the snow was so fluffy or so light that it pretty much disappeared. I should have had you guys out when it was, I don't know, just something about tilling in white conditions. It's very satisfying. It's also very cool, in my opinion. We're just gonna go back and forth. Well, I guess I can at least take you outside to get a nice close-up of what tillage before the frost looks like and after. Hang on. Whoa. I just love it when my plier hooks the steering wheel and gives a nice big twist. Now my feet are gonna get all muddy from the snow melting. It's all for you guys. Here is pre-ripping in the mud. Actually does not look too bad. We are on a drier spot of the field, so it's not gonna be a very good comparison, but here is on the frost. I don't know if I even want to show you. Well, here it is. What is that? 2.5 inches of frost, and we loaded the semis here, so this also is maybe not a very good spot to show you, but you can see the sidewall smearing. No, that's for planting terminology, but we also get it here. It's just the way it is. I can't describe it any other way, just the way it is. I suppose we could come back and re-rip this, go a little deeper again, but it's just the way it is. Conditions get tough like this, we have to raise the front levelers, or not the levelers, the discs, and we raise the back levelers. So these front discs were raised up because they do not like frost. And the levelers, they are raised in the air because they don't like the frozen chunks that sometimes get ripped up by the points, the rippers. And as you can see, thanks for screaming and saying, hey, you're missing a leveler. Yeah, that one's gone. This one we took off because it was damaged, and oh, look at there. It has ate the wiring harness. whatever. Then I don't know. That was gone also when I decided to go do this. So they're in the air, it don't matter. They're just along for the ride. Yep. And as usual, I will go a little slower when we're in conditions of hard loading truck area. Just take it a little easy on the poor old girl and let it shake and shiver and jump through it. And I can tell I'm coming out of it, so I'm gonna bring her up to speed. Doing 5.5 to 6. It's opening muzzle loading weekend. So there's a lot of traffic. I don't know. I suppose it doesn't matter. Can't see them, but there's been some hanky-panky going on up in the corner of the farm. Kids, I'm not going to describe what hanky-panky is, and don't ask your mom and dad. Too late. No, now they're going to ask. Well, anyway, there's a buck and a doe over there, and I've been watching them chase each other around, well, there's only one doing the chase and the other one's running away, but so that's got a bunch of pickups, all very interested in the activity up here. But maybe we'll get lucky. If I'm here long enough, maybe we'll drive up there and we can take a look and see if there's anything to look at. Not that you'd want to. I'm gonna let that lay. Forget I said anything. We're doing tillage. See him? Where's the buck? It's gonna be out in these trees somewhere, I'm sure. Oh yeah, there's some carnage from the wind damage. And where is Big Daddy? Hey, Big Daddy. You out there? I can just about see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna get nervous that you're gonna get sick of looking out here with nothing happening, and then I'll put you down, and then you'll get up, and I'll have to take time, turn the camera on, blah 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 blah, and gone. You won't get to see. That's what's gonna happen. Oh well. I'll maybe take this time to describe a few problems that is getting to be more of a problem than less of a problem. And I don't understand how it can be, but let me describe this to you to see if you can correct me or explain to me why when you have a tree line like this and grass like this, you can see how all of the corn leaves and everything gets blown up in there, and the grass that grows every year and dies, and the wind blows across the fields in the winter time, sometimes carrying a little bit of dust and dirt with it, depending on what kind of tillage you do. That is usually a problem back years ago when everybody was doing different types of fall tillage. That problem is not as big of a deal anymore, usually. But years of this, and in fence lines, property lines where they have barbed wire fences, the old ones, if you ever pay attention, there is a difference of elevation. So the fence line, oh, there's another deer. The fence lines are quite a bit higher, maybe 2 feet higher. And that then holds back water on one side or the other. And I cannot, it just blows my mind how that can cause issues with your neighbor. Sometimes the water is supposed to go their way. Sometimes it's supposed to come our way. I'm a firm believer in letting the water go get it going, keep it going. For those of you that don't understand the way this whole area out here was divided years ago by the government and all that, the ground, the prairie was all flat, totally flat. Then come the farmer or whoever. This is getting difficult now. I gotta work, think, and in the corner. So you can imagine a flat piece of paper, and then people start putting barbed wire up. Okay, the barbed wire fence was put on flat ground. There was no barbed wire fences put up, and then people go and took big dozers and pushed the dirt up to the fence, making a big mound. No, the barbed wire fence caught dirt because it was full of grass, and it just keeps building up every year. When you get to the situation where your water is pooling up on your side or your neighbor's side, and the water is supposed to go through the fence line, don't be that guy. I don't understand why would you want to be that guy? Yes, nature has built that up. It also, nature has made the land slope a certain direction, and that's the way, it's called gravity. Gravity pulls water downhill. Gravity pulls you downhill, and I just don't understand what the big deal is with, other than just being stubborn and bullheaded. And if you want to be that way, I suppose then enjoy your life. But I don't agree with that. I just can't even wrap my head around it. If water goes one way, water goes that way. That's just the way it is. I'm gonna leave that one alone. For those of you that know who you are, whatever. Live a happy life. There goes another deer hunter. Run, Bambi, run. Well, you know I can't leave it lay. I gotta continue on. You gotta really love the guy that will clean the ditch out on his side. He cleans it up to the property line, right up there. Can I clean the ditch out on my side and clean it up to your ditch that you just cleaned? Oh, no, I can't do that. Well, why is that? Oh, well, no, that'd be too much. But the water goes down that way. Well, no, can't do that. Okay, well, thanks for being an overachiever in the backwards thinking category. Have a good day. Yeah, I maybe shouldn't have just said that. Oh well, it came out. It's out there now. So all of you guys, I'm just saying, please, just let the water go where the water's supposed to go. Now, I don't think nobody's looking to drain a lake down on you, and if so, well, of course that's not right. But water goes where water goes, and that's downhill. If you have an original ditch that's been there for 100 years and your fence line is now causing trouble, be a neighbor. Let the fence line be opened up. Everybody will get along just fine. Okay, let's look for more deer. I think they pulled out, left. The deer hunting, muzzle loading. Yeah, I told you that already. Slug season up here. Shotgun. That's what we are in, a zone. We cannot shoot rifles here. It is all shotgun. Got to go up in north a little farther, and to get in on the rifle stuff. Well, you know what this means. No, I didn't break down. It's turkey dinner time, and that's Amy. Now, I can't be parking the tractor. Like, maybe she's gonna ride with for a little bit. Maybe. I think she's getting her stuff. Well, stay tuned. We'll maybe make a round with her, see what she knows. Oh, good night. This is so this is my life. Okay, I'm adjusting here, Amy.
Adjusting.
I brought these people along to, here, let me help you.
Yes.
That didn't work. Look out. I brought these people along,
Yes.
and now you brought,
These people along.
and I get to shut these off
Should I turn
to
this
talk to these. Is that what we're doing?
on? I suppose. Let's see. How does this go?
It's definitely so out of control. Now I'm farming over here. See all these, see this here, that's what I've been doing this
Yep.
morning on the frost.
Yeah, it's working good, it looks
And
like.
the frost ain't disappearing, but okay, now I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys, because you don't need to see what she makes me do on, well, some of you already know,
Well,
but
I suppose they could come and see what I make you do.
and if all of you did, well, why don't you tell them that you have your own YouTube
Oh,
channel?
I have a YouTube channel I started years ago. It's Amy Larson. I think it might say Amy's Blessings on there.
We don't know.
And I started it at the advice of several lady friends, and it has now morphed into guest star Doug Larson and Amy talking about what are you uncomfortable about right now?
Well, I don't know what these people are going to think of those people. What if it's kind of like fence lines? Well, I was talking to these guys about fence line. Long story. I
That's
can't
right.
get into it.
Okay,
That's
fence
not.
lines.
I'm going to let you guys go.
See you guys.